everyone is selling certainty about AI and the future of work. The headlines tell a different story. Here is what the signals actually add up to, and what your employer brand needs to do before 2026. Welcome to Paper Cut. AI agents can now run for hours or days at a time. That makes for great demos and nervous CFOs. The reassurance tour usually follows. Some leaders say agents will not replace employees. They will just handle repetitive work. At the same time, key figures in AI research warn of massive disruption if companies treat people as a cost to be swapped out. Here's the tension that matters. Automation is not evenly distributed. Entry-level and routine tasks are being sliced and reassembled. Some disappear, others fragment, and judgment becomes more valuable precisely because more of the surface work is automated. If teams quietly outsource thinking to tools without guardrails, output climbs but understanding drops. That is a leadership and governance failure, not a technology win. The fix is orchestration. Be explicit about where agents plug into workflows, which decisions they support, and who approves outputs. Decide which skills you are funding for 2026 and beyond, including problem framing, data literacy, and ethical risk spotting. Teach people to scope problems, choose the right tools, and audit AI, not just write clever prompts. One clarifier. When you hear AI will not replace people, ask which tasks, which roles, and which timelines. The first rungs of many career ladders are already being built from code and templates. If you ignore that, your career paths become fiction, your succession plans age overnight, and your brand loses the benefit of the doubt. Weekly jobless claims fall to multi-year lows, and headline writers relax a little. On the next tab, you see private payrolls dip, fresh layoff rounds announced, and hiring freezes whispered across different sectors. New graduates see a thinner wage premium than their predecessors, and some industries talk about millions of open roles that remain hard to sell to younger workers. This is a mosaic, not a single trend line. Your people do not experience the economy as one story. They experience a manager's decision to backfill a colleague, a recruiter's sudden silence, or a freeze that has been in place so long it feels permanent. For candidates, the question is not, is the labor market strong? It is, will this job be here, and will it go anywhere? Treat labor signals as local weather, not a single climate report. Build internal mobility and skills development like flood defenses, not perks. Show real ladders and working bridges, not glossy career path graphics that collapse under scrutiny. A clarifier. If your career site says, "We are growing," while teams are asked to do rolling restructures, candidates will find out by lunchtime. Radical clarity, even about slower hiring, beats performance marketing that looks disconnected from reality. The mental health verdict on remote and hybrid work is nuanced. For some workers, especially those with long commutes or caregiving responsibilities, hybrid is a pressure valve that restores time and control. For others, it is a recipe for isolation, longer hours, and a home office that never really closes. Policy alone does not decide the outcome. Job design does. When teams have purpose-built rituals, predictable focus time, and managers trained to avoid proximity bias, hybrid can work well. When rules are punitive, vague, or performative, they backfire. High-profile RTO crackdowns make headlines because they feel like control exercises, not craft decisions. The question to ask is simple. When do we need to be together? What do we achieve when we are in the same room or on the same call? And how do we protect deep work the rest of the week so people are not doing their real job on evenings and weekends? One clarifier. If your collaboration days amount to sitting in different rooms on video calls with free snacks, stop pretending that is culture. People can feel the difference between intentional together time and presence for its own sake. Two things can derail trust quickly. First, privacy. If your enterprise tools are configured in a certain way, your company can access more of your messages and device data than most employees realize. Stories about platforms sharing message content with employers, even when there are caveats, spread faster than policy pages. Second, norms. From office attire resets to leaders romanticizing 7-day work weeks and constant anxiety, workers are hearing mixed signals about what good looks like. Add rising concern that AI could widen inequality, plus data showing many Gen Z workers dreading the workday. And the trust bill at work gets higher. The antidote is a clear pact. Publish a simple 5-point trust bill. Be explicit about data boundaries, AI governance, and mental health protections, and make it easy for people to see if those promises are kept in practice. Define leadership behaviors you reward, the hours you respect, and the lines you will not cross. A clarifier. Culture statements without enforcement are background noise. If people cannot see a consequence when behaviors clash with your stated values, they will treat your employer brand as marketing copy, not a signal they can rely on. Stop selling certainty. Start shipping competence. In 2026, the companies that keep critical talent will be the ones that automate with judgment. Tell the truth about mobility, design hybrid work around real tasks, and put privacy and protection in writing. Trust beats hype. Every time. If you build that trust into your EVP and your everyday decisions, people will not just join for the mission. They will decide the safest and smartest move is to stay. Thanks for tuning in to Paper Cut. Don't let Monday catch you off guard. Subscribe now. See you next week.